Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 15th of October. My name is Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Pearn.
Gary, how beautiful was the weather over the weekend?
Lovely day.
What
nice.
a lovely spring selling weekend it was.
Nice and warm, wasn't it? And a welcome warm day, Phil.
Beautiful.
On Sunday particularly, where we were
Beautiful.
very active. Very
Beautiful.
active indeed.
Well, we were very active, but not very active. You say very active, but I say we were very active, but not very active, because we only had 7 auctions on the weekend, Gary.
Now, look,
that is an all-time historical low, I think.
Possibly
Yeah.
so, Philip. Now, look, I do love you. I want to say that because you know what's coming next. As much as I love you and as much as I think the world of you, I think you've
There's always a but.
I think you've dragged our company into disrepute with your, and I haven't addressed this with you, with your choice of uniform on Sunday, because I couldn't make it to the auctions, but I was horrified when I checked and saw you in a T-shirt. So have we moved to Queensland now? Is there something, you're auctioning in a T-shirt? I just want to apologise. First, I want to apologise to our vendors, our buyers, our team, who's been so terribly let down, and the real estate industry in general, that all of a sudden I showed someone else and they said, oh, Phil thinks he's Miami Vice this weekend. So I'm not quite sure what that's all about. I'm sure we've got some images of that. So we auction T-shirts now.
You say a T-shirt, Gary. I did not have my jacket off at all, so it could have been a long sleeve.
How formal of you. You left your jacket on. Wow.
So viewers, I'm just going to put this up on screen. Couple of images of my Sunday outfit. Generally, I got really good feedback from the consumer, Gary, which is who we try to relate to. We try to relate to the consumer. So the consumers, the lovely people out on Sunday, saying, Philip, you look amazing. You look great. We love the way you look. But, you know, there's no question as I was dressing on Sunday, I thought, is this going to be somewhat controversial? So will I bring it back? Will I not bring it back? I'm not sure. But anyway, got good feedback.
Well, I'm speaking to Kylie from HR at the moment to see what sort of steps we have to take in terms of managing you through this.
Written warning,
perhaps? That's coming. Don't worry about that. That's coming. And the meeting with the lawyers is happening in the next 48 hours. We're just taking control of your diary, which we've taken back from you, as well as all your data and everything else. But I got to say, I'm really not sure. What were you actually thinking? I want to know what you were thinking on Sunday morning. You've woken up.
Yep.
You've gone into your massive wardrobe with
warehouse,
with your warehouse of 4,000 shirts, and you've found a white. Did you just get out of bed? Did you wear that to go to bed the night before?
No, Gary,
I can't work it out.
And it's not as though I came home late on Saturday night and just thought I'll just sit in the chair and set the alarm.
Straight from the nightclub,
Correct,
exactly right.
Correct.
Look, I don't know.
It's a more informal look, Gary. It's a Sunday look. It might even be a Saturday look. I might roll this out in future weekends. Stay tuned, viewers. But if you do have some feedback, ideas at garypearn.com.au. Happy to take constructive criticism. Happy to take general abuse as well.
I'm happy to give it. So you're good company. We're a perfect company, perfect couple. Phil, also the clearance rate, our clearance rate.
Clearance rate was 71%, 5 sales out of 7. The other 2 will be underway as we speak.
Industry clearance rate
was 62%.
The little tower there.
Little tower, no boast music because we didn't smash the industry average. But having said that,
we beat it.
Again, we beat it, and convincingly, Gary. So we're doing things well, we're doing things right, and shout out to all of our sellers, all of our buyers. Thank you again. But we've got a big weekend coming up, that's for sure.
Yeah, we have, but I've got some beef. I've got some beef.
Is this a regular thing?
No, well, it's a semi-regular thing. It's an occasional thing. But I like put that cow up there because I've got some beef, but it's professional beef this time, Phil. So it's not about drivers or on the roads or about the restaurant where you're
going to have a crack at somebody, one of our competitors.
No, I'm not going to do that. No, I wouldn't do that. Oh, well, I would do that, but I haven't got any beef to do that against it. But my beef is against the median. I've got median beef, Phil, because I had a call from Nathan Warby from the Herald Sun, who is a wonderful journalist. They do a great job, the Herald Sun.
Herald Sun, shout out to Herald Sun.
Them. We might just, by the way, do a GPTV edition from the Herald Sun.
That'd be good,
They're a bit nervous about us, but I'm in discussions.
That'd be great. Yeah. We could do it with maybe next time Lachlan Murdoch's in town.
Oh, yeah. Well, you'll be seeing him for dinner anyway, won't you?
Most probably. Yeah. But next time Lachlan's in town, we could probably do it on his yacht.
Yeah, you can. And you can wear a T-shirt there and see how far you get. But Phil, the beef that I've got is that Nathan Warby from the Herald Sun's called
Got
me.
no beef with him.
No, I've got no beef with him at all.
Right.
To the contrary, I've got a lot of respect for him. But he's called me and he said to me, look, we've just been through, and you know how when someone sort of warms you up, like I warmed you up before, and I said, look, I love you dearly, and then I started canning you. So he said, look, Gary,
I love you dearly, Gary.
No, he didn't actually say that, although I'm sure he does. But what he did say to me, Phil, is that now I just want to tell you that there's been the latest stats have come out.
Yes.
About the market.
Yes.
Right? And you know, some areas didn't perform as well as other areas.
Median prices dropped. Is that what you're going to say?
Maybe so. Don't preempt it. Don't cut don't steal my thunder. Don't blow my candles out on the cake yet, Phil. He sort of said to me that you know, there's some things, some areas, I should say.
Do you know what? By the time this story finishes, the median price will have gone up.
I'm hoping so. Anyway, he said there were some areas that didn't perform that well.
Yes, Gary.
And Elstonwick and Caulfield, where you are active agents, indeed, if not market-leading agents, which, you know, we can say that.
Is that why you're now speaking softly?
I am. Whenever I say market-leading agent, I always say softly, because loud would be very boisterous.
Boastful.
And boastful. When you say it softly, it's subtle. It's
not
as much
professional.
It's not as boastful.
Sort of self-deprecating.
Exactly right. In a way. But anyway, and he said, so what have you got to say about that? Anyway, so I got to say that median, Phil.
The median?
That median can go itself, because I'm very upset about the median. And the reality is that, and I said this to Nathan, and he did write it in the article, which you probably haven't read yet, but you'll get to it after you get through all the other things you read. And you've got no excuse, you don't have the form guide like I do. But I said to him, it's a representation of the quality of properties, not the value like for like. Right. And I think that what we've seen, Phil, this spring, and the only disappointing thing about this spring is that the volume of high quality, expensive listings is just not there. Would you agree with that?
So just viewers, because that took such a long time to get to the point, let me summarise this for you. A median is dictated via the number of sales that were made in a suburb, and the median is the middle point. Having said that, you could have outlier months where there are 10 sales, use Elstonwick as an example, 10 sales in Elstonwick for the month of October, and they were all priced between 800 and 1.5 million.
Okay.
Therefore, the median price point is 1.3, when the month before there might have been 10 sales and they had been between 1.4 and 2.5.
Maybe some big sales, Phil.
Correct.
$5 million.
So all of a sudden the median drops. So I absolutely stand with you and stand with Nathan Morby from the Herald Sun saying the median does get distorted.
Yep.
So I think a median point is only useful in 6-month blocks.
But even then,
12-month blocks.
I don't think
it's got to be an annual
block.
block.
No, it's not. It's because the only useful guide is the like for like. Now, some things, properties like for like, have sold for a bit less, Phil. We know that some apartments that were bought off the plan when things were a little bit more rosy have sold for less. There's no secret in that. That's the truth. Some apartments have come off a little bit, Philip. But I would say that doesn't represent the median. And you know what? Median. Go and get stuffed. Go and get stuffed.
I think it is fair and reasonable,
Go and get
Gary,
stuffed.
though. Fair and reasonable to Mr. or Mr. or Ms. or however they identify median, right? Once a year. Once you have a median price.
It doesn't have any reflection on the values of property.
I don't disagree with you,
So then
Gary,
don't address it. Don't defend
there are
it.
statistics that
Stop being so wimpy.
People are out in the streets saying, give me a statistic.
Okay.
Just give me one.
So then like for like is the stat you want.
Well, that's hardly like for like.
Well, median
how are
isn't.
we even going to define that? Can we move on? Most of what you had to say, whilst it was long-winded, was relevant.
Okay,
now,
I thought you were going to say it was nonsense.
No. Gary, you know I love you.
I don't know what's coming now.
You know I love you.
It's not good.
But
It won't be good.
sometimes you do go on and on.
Do you know
and
what I love?
on and on
I tell you
and
what I love.
on and on and on.
I love that we don't get offended. And we live in a world of people getting offended, don't we? And we don't get offended by anything, really, do we? I've never said to someone, you can't talk to me like that. Have you ever said that to anyone?
Never.
I've never said that to anyone. Now, thankfully, because we are respectful people, no one's ever said that to us. But there have been people that, occasionally you'll get someone, maybe in an office environment or that says, someone spoke to me that way, I'm very offended.
Yeah.
And why don't we worry about that?
Do you know, I think the truth about the two of us is that We are always there to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
We are always looking for the good in people.
Yeah.
We are not ever really offended.
No.
But we do often cause offence.
We cause offence without. I mean, now somebody, I've made a note here, was in the workplace, somebody in a retail sense called someone mate.
Yeah.
Right? And they were very offended. In fact, one of the agents that worked for us called his employer mate.
Yeah.
And his employer shot back at him and said, and this is a senior, I don't know if you know about this, one of
No,
the senior
don't
top
know.
operators, I'll tell you later, off camera, said, you can't call me mate. This is my name, and I'm not mate. And this was in the real estate environment of one of the fellows that's now a director at our office, was called that way. You know, would you care if someone called me mate? In fact, if someone calls you Mr. Kingston, what do you think? If they call you Mr. Kingston.
Like, I'd be offended that they think that I'm that old.
I'd think you'd be under arrest, wouldn't you? Said Mr. Kingston, I think you'd just about be under arrest because that'd be the only time you'd be called that.
I think one thing that we can both agree on very quickly is that society today, people are looking to be offended.
Yes.
Like, I take offence at this, I take offence at that. You know, maybe it's because we're real estate agents and we're so used to being offended, we think people are being nice to us.
Maybe so. We don't even recognise it anymore, you know. And I mean, look, you know, like in the old days, even in politics, I know Albo said something offensive and he's apologised for it this week. But, you know, in the old days, can you imagine if Paul Keating apologised for every time he said something offensive to people, you know, as a leader? When Bob Hawke said any boss that doesn't give his someone a day off tomorrow after America's Cup is a bum, right?
Yeah.
Well, can you imagine every boss being offended?
Yeah.
You know, we come from that generation of not being offended.
Ricky Gervais, the famous and fabulous English comedian, says, whatever I'm going to say today will be cause for me to be cancelled in 5 or 10 years' time, because offence catches up. Right, what I said 10 years ago was okay at the time and was possibly funny.
That's
but
right.
you know, when the new rules come out in 10 years' time from today, somebody in 10 years will seek to have us cancelled for what we've just said.
It might not be 10 years too, it might be a lot earlier.
Anyway,
Shall we talk a bit about real estate,
we've got a big weekend coming up, Gary. How many auctions?
Yes, never called for an apology ever in my life, Phil. Anyway, let's move on. You know, some people say, a written apology I want, Really? Anyway, let's talk about the weekend that it was, Phil. You know, we had a great result in Seaview, so well done to Leo. Sold it undisclosed, but in the range. It was 2-2 to 2-4.
Yes.
That was been the same family for many, many years. So
wonderful
well done to
parcel
Leo.
of land with a very original 60/70s house on it with a single dwelling covenant. Congratulations to the people that bought.
You know, I love when I get to a one-bedroom apartment and it's full of people and there's competition, Philip, and I enjoyed that with a great view, a great apartment at 305 at 100 Hawthorne Road. So well done to John Sweepo, one of our kind of unsung heroes in the office. He does a great job, him and Leon Gusenfitter. So that sold, Philip, for $430,000. It is disclosed, a one-bedroom apartment under competition. And then you, Mr. T-shirt wearer, were very busy in Elstwick, in Prentice Street.
Well,
so well done
interestingly,
there.
Gary,
Undisclosed price.
Young crowd at both those properties, Gary. And really,
what
I was wearing was crowd appropriate. I was getting
don't-
in the
don't-
groove
don't try to
with
defend
those
yourself.
seriously hip young buyers.
No, they're all talking about you behind your back, saying, "Well, that's the T-shirt wearing auctioneer. You know, who'd want him?" But anyway, well done on your auction.
Thank you.
You had some great bidders, Phil. 4 bidders in Prentice Street,
3 bidders in Elizabeth
and
Street,
3 bidders in Elizabeth Street,
Yep.
and both of those sold above their
I reckon
expected
that
price.
$1.5 to $2 million bracket, Gary.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of strength to it. Just
Got a bit of potency, a bit of punch, a bit happening there. So well done. We love Elstwick, don't we, Phil?
We
always
do.
do well there. It is a great suburb. Shall we talk about the auctions weekend?
Let's
We've got 35 of them,
Jump
Phil.
into them, Gary,
I've got
because if you don't start talking about them soon, this will become a very lengthy episode.
It'll become an epic, won't it? Phil, 35 auctions. On Saturday, we are in no less than 15 suburbs, but we can't wait for Saturday, Phil, because we're going to be auctioning midweek. Let's go through them all.
Let's jump into it.
Phil, we can't wait for the weekend. We are partying tomorrow with our auction in Hyatt, in that wonderful Bayside suburb, and we love our twilight auctions.
And we love Hyatt. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, off-street car parking for 2 cars, including a single lock-up garage, plenty of garden area.
David Thompson, your auctioneer, and a fine one at that. Wickham Road, of course. Phil, let's kick off on Saturday. It is Caulfield Cup Day. Now, let's kick off at 8 Lucan Street, which is your auction.
Gary, loving that. Shout out to Daniel Fisher and Ben Eisner, who've been handling this. 2 bedrooms and a study, 1 bathroom, off-street car parking, and a fabulous back garden.
Moorabbin is where Leo Samuel kicks off his Saturday
He's going to be meeting Izzy Anstey there. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a lock-up garage, gorgeous garden areas. Gary, love that property.
And I'm going to be going to Kershaw Street in Bentley East, Philip.
Gary, what a big family home this is. Shout out to Leon and Leor who have been handling that property. 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, wonderful land, a wonderful family home.
Jeremy Rosens kicks off his weekend in Albert Road. Swish-looking building, this one, Philip.
Gary, this is an amazing building and this is an amazing apartment, 1 bedroom and a bathroom. You're literally at the intersection of everything fabulous in Melbourne with the King's Domain and the Royal Botanic Gardens across the road.
And around the corner from Albert Road is St Kilda Road, Philip, and Simon Rodolnik Auctions there with Mark Kirkham as the agent.
Mark and Uddy are handling this property, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and 2 car spaces. Gary, what a beautiful apartment.
Graham Callan's getting into the auction action, Philip. He's going to be auctioning in Huntley Road, Carnegie.
Meeting David Thompson, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a car space with wraparound terraces.
Rosebud Avenue, Moorabbin is where Simon Rodolnik meets Leo Bar, if it's not already sold.
And
I think
Arlene Joffe, this is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a secure double carport. That's a really good property in a fantastic location.
Kooraga Road, Carnegie, Philip. Leo Samuel's auctioning. He's meeting Dizzy Wang.
And Christian Defreck there, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a lock-up garage, Gary, a car space in front. That is a really good property as well.
I'm going to be in Canbrook Road, Philip, amongst all the Corporate Cup action there at 11:30 a.m. with Daniel Peer.
Gary, love Canbrook, love this location, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and 2 car spaces.
Narrong Road is where Jeremy Rosen's auctions for Joel Sir in Narrong Road.
Gary, also Joel and Reno are there, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a car space. And that's a really good-looking building in a great location.
We've got 5 auctions at 12:30. I've got the pleasure of meeting Lisa Alberts and Lamore Herskovitz in Cyril Street, Elwood.
1 bedroom apartments don't get any better than this. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom and a car space.
Malvern East is where Leo Samuel is auctioning at 12:30, Philip, in Dandenong Road.
Great location there, Gary. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. That also has a lock-up garage and wonderful garden areas. Great location.
Simon Rodolnik has his 3rd auction of the day in Marvo Street in Bentley.
Well, tally ho to Marvo, Gary.
Yep.
2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a secure car space. That's a great apartment, great location.
Royal Parade, Caulfield South is where Jeremy Rosen is auctioning with Joel Sir handling it.
He will, unless it's already sold, so stay tuned for that one. That is 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a basement car space and a fabulous building.
Mackie Road is where Leon Guzenfitter is going to be meeting you, Philip. I've been past this property, good-looking property many times, 12:30 Saturday.
Leon and Jan Dosen have auction honours there. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double lock-up garage, wraparound garden areas and a double carport. So we've got parking for 4 cars.
Phil, Hodder Street in Brighton East is a great spot. We love that address, and this one goes to auction at 1:30 with Leo Samuel.
Well, handling that with his brother Aviv, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage, fantastic garden areas, and don't we love Hodder Street?
And don't we love Bialaba Road? You're going to be meeting Daniel Peer there at 1:30 for that auction.
Gary, this is quite a stunning property. This is 5 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. We've got off-street car parking there for 2 cars, including a lock-up garage. That's got everything that opens and shuts. A wonderful home.
Jeremy Rosens will be in Dandenong Road meeting Joel Sir for his 1:30 auction.
Gary, love this apartment. That is an absolutely beautiful apartment. That's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a basement car space, a storage cage and a wonderful garden area.
And we are yet again in St Kilda Road. This time Leo Samuel gets to auction with Dizzy Wang as the handling agent.
And Christian Defreck will also be there, Gary. This is a great building and that is a fabulous apartment. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a secure basement car space and storage cage.
Spray Street, Elwood is a beautiful bayside position there, Philip. You are auctioning at 2:30.
Gary, this is magnificent. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage, the most incredible multi-purpose room up on the top floor together with a balcony with sweeping views. Just a beautiful home.
Simon Rodolnik is a busy man on Saturday. He's back in North Road, Ormond at 2:30.
Gary, meeting Leor and Leon Guzenfitter. This is a great iconic building, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a basement car space together with a beautiful terrace.
There is another auction at 2:30. This time it's with Graham Callan and it's in Nearham Road, Carnegie.
Meeting David Thompson, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a car space. A really good building and affordable opportunity.
There is no Hardy this time, Philip. It's Laurel only and that's in Laurel Street, Bentley East. Simon Rodolnik auctions.
Gary, you are endlessly amusing.
Indeed.
Leor and Leon will be there. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. space, beautiful interior, beautiful exterior.
That's a big wrap for Caulfield Cup Day on Saturday, Philip. Good luck to Warmonger, of whom I know a number of the owners. And Philip, I was offered a share in Warmonger.
What a terrible name, Gary.
Our friend Aby named it.
Really?
He named Warmonger, so he'll be watching the show. He'll be very offended, Phil. But then again, you know, I suppose from a T-shirt wearing auctioneer, I suppose he could be. But Phil, Warmonger was a very valuable horse. Now I was offered a share, and of course I said no.
Why would you take a share in a horse that was actually successful?
Yeah, in the Caulfield Cup,
when there are
maybe
so many that are running around endlessly in circles, going backwards. Those are your horses.
I had a winner in Wangaratta last week, though, Phil. Charcoal.
A winner in Wang.
Yeah, back in your territory, in your hood, Wangaratta. Philip, I'm looking forward to kicking off 10:30 a.m. on Sunday morning in Snowden Avenue. This is a great looking 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, villa home, Philip.
And don't we love Snowden Avenue?
We sure do. But while I'm there, Philip, you're going to be in a home that used to be owned by an estate agent and also a close friend, and that is the home in number 22 Takapuna Street.
The most incredible family home, Gary. This is beautifully built, solid brick family home and a great street on a north-facing parcel of land. That's 5 bedrooms, multiple bathrooms, beautiful entertaining areas, an incredible north-facing back garden together with a swimming pool. Looking forward to that.
Phil, 8 at 213 Alma Road. Nikki Janova has been handling that wonderful apartment. Great 2-bedroom apartment in a very affordable price range, and I know that Jeremy Rosens is looking forward to auctioning that. Phil, we are going to be in Canbrook Road. You are going to be at 11:30 a.m. Enjoying auctioning that property.
I love this townhouse, Gary, and I love that location. It's a really good property. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, multiple entertaining spaces, wraparound courtyard gardens and a double lock-up garage.
Now we move on to our 12:30 auctions. We're starting in Hotham Street with Jeremy Rosens.
Gary, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage. That is a wonderful property, great location. We love it.
Believe it or not, Philip, we have another auction 12:30 on Sunday in Ripley Grove.
Gary, that is a fantastic property. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 off-street car spaces with courtyard gardens.
You're the auctioneer for that. You're meeting Kevin Huang at that one, Philip. At 1:30, we've got triple auction action. We're in Bella Vista Road in Caulfield North, and you're the auctioneer for
one
this
of the
great property.
finest properties of its type, Gary. This is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a double lock-up garage, further car parking in front. It feels and looks brand new. It's not, but it's been given a complete makeover by the current owners, and they've done the most amazing job. Love that property.
Jeremy Rosens is going to be in St Kilda East in Alma Road at 1:30, Philip. Great looking apartment.
Great looking Tudor building, Gary. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a car space. I love that older style development.
Keep that Tudor theme going, Philip, because I've got some Tudor action at 1:30. I'm meeting Daniel Peer in Orrong Road. It's
Gary,
a great block.
what a great property. We know this building well. We've sold so many. Sold one there recently. 2 bedrooms and a study, bathroom and a car space together with a private roof terrace.
And at 2:30, Philip, I'm going to be in Shubra Road, one of the fine streets of Elstree.
Gary, a lovely apartment, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space.
Hartley Avenue, Philip, is where you're going to be at 2:30 meeting Viv Samuel.
Gary, single level villa, and that is a fantastic property in a great location. Hartley is a great spot. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a double lock-up garage with courtyard gardens.
Philip, Charles Street, this lovely apartment overlooks the park. Jeremy Rosens is the auctioneer for this one. Joel Sir handling it.
Gary, a great location directly opposite, as you say, Halston Park. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space.
And double auction action at 3:30 to bring down the curtain on a busy weekend, Philip, this time in Balaclava Road. Jeremy Rosens is the auctioneer.
Gary, love that property. A really good building directly opposite Caulfield Park. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a basement car space.
And this picture postcard, perfect property, Philip, rounds out our weekend. A lovely, what would a weekend be without you doing another great auction in Elstwick, hopefully with a
Gary, this
shirt
is a
on.
renovated, although rebuilt's probably a better description, family home on 697 square metres of land, 4 incredible bedrooms, 3 gleaming bathrooms, off-street car parking for 2 cars, and one of the best kitchen meals family rooms you're likely to see.
That's a big wrap on our offerings, Philip. Should we zoom through a few wonderful offerings that we've got? Some beautiful homes coming up, Philip. None prettier than this one in Perth Street. There's a wonderful social media video on this too.
Gary, Christian DeFreck and Dizzy Wang come together to sell this 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, magnificent home that has everything, and it's just really quite a stunning home.
As is this property in Brampton Road, Philip. This is a great address. Joel Sir has been involved with this. Unfortunately, you're doing the auction. I would have liked to have done it, but your good fortune is my ill fortune, Philip. What a great property.
Gary, just under 800 square metres of land. That is an incredible property, together with a swimming pool, a single story, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, a carport for 2 cars, an incredible land bank as well.
Aruna Road, right in the heart of the Golden Mile, Philip, and you're going to be auctioning that in a few weeks' time.
900 square metres of land, Gary, on the west side, a 4-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. That is really one of the last opportunities to find yourself a land value property in one of the best streets of Caulfield North.
Finish off with a very pretty period home, Philip, semi-detached property in wonderful Cobden Street, Caulfield North.
Gary, love Cobden Street, love this home, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, an affordable opportunity to get into the market.
Well, that's a big weekend, Phil. Lots of auctions, lots happening. I think we miscalculated. I think there's more than 35. I think it's about close to 40. But
could be 100 auctions this weekend,
well,
Gary.
We love
Just
it.
round it out to the nearest 100.
Bring them on, Phil. We're ready for
I'm
anything.
looking forward to driving my car left and right and straight forwards as we traverse and cross Melbourne in the pursuit of putting sold stickers up on boards and changing people's lives by letting people move on from their existing home and letting wonderful people come into their new home. So good luck out there this weekend. I'm Philip Kingston. Have a successful week.
I'm Gary Peel. See you next week.